Hello all, my name is Max. I'm going to be your space master for today. I I think today is a good day to talk about mining and making sure that we can keep our economy running. Let's go up to the economic screen. We go to the mining and maintenance, and here we have a screen that you should be keep on top of, making sure that your economy always has the minerals that you need. Specifically, duranium. Duranium is the most important resource in the game. Everything, I believe, has for one part or another needs to have duranium um, in some part, and most of the time it's one half of whatever you're trying to build requires duranium. Sometimes less, many more times more. Um, the screen here is Earth. It's our capital. Let me just walk you through each column. Quantity is how much is inside the Earth that is yet to be mined. Access is how accessible these veins of ore are to a miner. For example, duranium is very accessible. We have a very rich vein, but neutronium's access is very slow, and that brings us to our annual production. Over 1 year, we can only mine 1,100 units of neutronium, tons of neutronium. But because of very rich access to duranium, we can mine up to 5,800. And our annual production is right here. If you hold your mouse over, you can tell what we have. We have a bunch of mines, automated mines. The difference between the two is that mines take people to work and automated mines do not, but they still yield the same. Our mineral production rate, which is influenced by our technology, and then the governor himself provides a bonus of 20% right there. So that's how access and production works. Years to depletion is just the mathematical formula to see how many years you have left. So like sodium, for example, we've only got 4 years at the current rate, so that might be a problem. Stockpile, what we currently have and is available for use. Recent stockpile, how much is it going up and down? So 53, because accessibility is very large. In duranium, we can expect to have more flux coming in, but whereas corundum, 0.2, is lower for two reasons. The first being that it's a very low access, and the second is because we are building research labs, and research labs cost. I'm sorry. Does it? Okay, mercasium. Research labs cost mercasium. Okay, I'm sorry, corundium. Corundium. The reason we're having problems with corundium, we have two projects of mines going right now, and automated mines cost a lot of corundium, and then regular mines also cost a fair amount of corundium. So that's why our corundium is it has such a low recent stockpile, is because we are losing quite a bit, and it's going straight there, but we're not actually losing. We're actually on a gain of 4. There's positive growth here, but if our industry base expands too much, we might see a negative number here, meaning that our stockpile is slowly decreasing towards 0. Mass driver, we'll get into that shortly. Stockpile plus production, that's the stockpile here, plus how much we are producing in 1 year. So it's these columns added together, and projected usage. What is being used? You can see that there's there's 3 different colors on here. The normal black, those are ones that you don't have to worry about. Yellow, which means that our projected usage far exceeds our stockpile plus the projection, but it does not exceed the total quantity. However, the difference between the two is 3 grand, so we might have a problem, and that problem manifests itself in corundium. Our projected usage far exceeds the quantity. So what that means is we can either stop producing mines, or we can go out of our way and look for corundum. And that's something that we'll do. Another thing to be on the lookout for are years to depletion, which ones are low, and sodium also is one of those that are can be a problem in the near future. So what we'll do is come down here to this button, Geostatus, and it brings this window up. And this window is how you find minerals, essentially. Right now the screen's focused on duranium. We can focus it on corundium, like so, and within this system it will show us which planetary bodies have how much corundum and access. And it's sorted by access first, and then within access how much is within that amount of access. Then other minerals. It gives you a good layout of what else is there. It shows you the colony cost of the planet. Earth is 0. You might want to go back to a previous tutorial to understand that. It's outside the scope here. We can also search by second minerals. So for example, we also are looking at duranium and mercasium. So we can select duranium, and here we are, mercasium, and we can hit search up here, and then there's 3 bodies out there that have all 3 of them. Temple 1, wild, and this number still corresponds to corundium. And then you can see here duranium. Well, this one has duranium and mercasium. This one also has duranium and mercasium. But we can always just clear these and just focus on corundium. One thing that we should take a look at is the proximity to the Earth. Swift Tuttle. That's tough to tell. Okay, we gotta find Swift Tuttle. Luckily, it's not way out there. There we are. So that's pretty far away, and it doesn't have duranium on there. I like to get killed 2 birds with 1 stone, and this system body seems to be pretty alright. So what we'll do is we'll create a colony. We click on Rhinemuth and come up here to create colony and click on it, and now it's got a little C there. So we'll close out of there, and we'll close out economics and reopen it to refresh it. And now you can see here that we have other colonies, Rainmuth. Go ahead and click on that, and this is going to be what we want are automated mines on here, because it's unsuitable for humans. So regular mines are not going to do it. We can't put regular mines on here because there's no population to run them. So automated mines are the way to go. So one thing that we can do is remember that cargo ship from way back when. He can go back and forth between the Earth and dropping off automated mines and coming back to Earth and doing that over and over. But that takes a little bit too much time and a lot of micromanagement. So what we can do is we can take a look at the Earth and see that it has 82 automated mines, and we can come up to the civilian tab here. There's 82 supplied automated mines, and we want on Rainmuth 82 automated mines, and we'll set up a contract. What we just did was tell the civilian fleet that, hey guys, we got 82 automated mines. Can you get them over there, and we'll pay you for it. That's part of where wealth comes in. And they're like, oh, sure. And they have some cargo ships. You can tell here they have 7 of them, and they can move those automated mines from one location to the other. And I really hope that Rainmuth is not way out there. Rainmuth. Oh, there it is. So it's really close by. So that's great. And the civilian fleet will say sure. But now then that brings up the next question. Well, let's actually just let it go through here. Oh, and it dawns on me we should probably take a look at our civilians. Hard to tell. Okay, so there's Earth right there, and you can see they're running off to Rainmuth, and to offload a couple mines there, and you can see that right there where they're unloading the automated mines, which is great. We'll give them 5 days to do that. And what they'll do is go back and forth between the two. And we can take a look at Raymouth and come over here, and you can see that they've already started mining. So how do we get the minerals over there? If you're already thinking ahead, you'll see that there's no contracts for minerals, which is okay. That's fine. So you might be thinking, oh, so this is the part where we need the cargo ship. That's not necessarily true either. What we need over here is called the mass driver. Come over to the Earth, and you'll see that on Earth we have these things called mass drivers. Mass drivers here are not necessarily a weapon. They're a way to, within a system, shoot minerals at another planet, and the other planet, as long as it has a mass driver on it, will catch it. So what we'll do here is go to our civilians and tell them to pick up. We'll say there's 2 mass drivers. Drop them off over there if you don't mind. And remember, they've always got to match. Demand of 2 mass drivers, supply of 2 mass drivers. Always have to match up like that. So this is going to take a little while, because what the civilian fleet's going to do is go over all the automated mines and then pick up the mass drivers. So I'm going to pause it and let that happen. Alright, so that just happened. We go over to Raymouth, and you can see on civilian everything's out, and you can come to the summary. You can see automated mines 82, mass drivers 2. So how do you use the mass drivers? Because you can see here that we've still got a stockpile. How do you get those minerals over to the Earth? Well, it's really simple. Come up here to the mass driver destination, hit Earth. Alright. We give it 5 days. And you can see right there, mineral packet to Earth. 139 tons of minerals are leaving Raymouth. And you can see recent stockpiles are all negative, and they're losing it because of the mass drivers here. They're shooting it off to Earth, and they're going to shoot it off at a set amount. More mass drivers give you a greater amount of minerals that are shot off per 5 days. So you can tell here that the minerals are actually going pretty fast, and Earth, as long as it has a mass driver on it, is going to be able to pick up that mineral packet. All right. It doesn't show it here, the mass, unfortunately, but those minerals are being caught by the Earth, and they are going directly to the stockpile. So that is how you manage your economy, all your mining situations. To recap and go over it again, let's say we need more. Let's say we needed more duranium, because we will. Go to geostatus, select duranium from the list, figure out which one looks like a good one to use, and I'm liking Temple Tuttle. Click on that, create the colony, close out this one, but reopen it, and figure out how much you have on Earth as far as automated mines. And remember, Temple Tuttle is a comment. I didn't tell you, I just know it is. It's unsuitable for habitation, which is fine. So we go to Earth, automated mines. We have 1 automated mine, and then Temple Tuttle needs a demand of 1 automated mine. Make sure they match up. And then don't forget, Temple Tuttle is going to need mass drivers, so demand 1 mass driver. Earth, supply, 1 mass driver. Check that you actually have that mass driver. You have 3 mass drivers. There always has to be 1. All right. Don't ever not. Don't give away all the mass drivers that you have. Always have 1. All right. And then that's Once Temple Tuttle has the mass drivers, within a few days, in this case 30, give it 60. Hell, we might even give it some more. Looks like they're going out there pretty far. Where's Temple Tuttle? It's going away. 30 days. Now Temple Tuttle has that on there. Go to mining, mass driver, and send them to Earth. All right, that's how you do it.